I didn't come quite a long time because I had a flower show to attend that couldn't come. Now I'm here to starting a new art. As you seen it last week, I'm drawing the leaf. This one is, you can see I already draw them leaf last, I think 10 days ago. And now we start adding the color. This one will be, I'm using the brush of color. If you know the brush of color, you seen me, I draw with, it's like a powder paste. And this powder base have a nice pigment as well. And I want to is on my art. And before always you do that, always just tap it and remove the pencil mark, because pencil mark is not good when you adding the color, darker color, then you can see from quite easily. I always suggest just tap the eraser on top and just remove that as much as you can, the pencil mark. And that way you can, that when you can save your art get, you can see the pencil mark less. Only little bit, not too much, little bit, only just tapping it and removing the pencil mark. And because this one have a quite nice color combination, it's like a red, green, very dark color, and I want to create on my art. And as you know, I'm using the my color palette will be this, my what they call color. And this one I'm using, it's like they have a different color combination. And this one is like red, green, and I'm just trying to looking for the color which one I can add on my art. This is like they have a red, green, brilliant red. It's like a combination of the colors, and see how will turn out. I'm just looking for the color, because I have a quite different color palette on my this art. And see if I can get all red colored out, and then I can start adding the color on it. And we start doing the art. And I start from the top. Always I say, when you draw them, start from the top. That one will help you, because if you start from the bottom, the chances are you can get mess because your hands touch it, and that one is not good idea to draw from the bottom. Start from the top, then you slowly come down. And now, because they have a light color, I'll do with the light red. Before I'll do it, what I have to do, I have to color block with the water first and see how it will turn up. And just get a little bit water in your brush, little bit water, and just do it like that. Fill it with the water. No any color, just water. And then we start adding the color on top. It's like I just add the water because I need to add the very light color. It's like when you draw them, draw one thing at a time. Don't draw all together. Problem is, if you draw all together, you missed out the details. And details is important when you draw them. And I just put the water on first. And now I have this uh, brilliant red. Not too much. We need a little bit. And just mixing on the I have this plate there, and I have this spoon. I keep the spoon as well, little bit, not too much. And this one you have to get that much. And just thank you for liking it, thank you. And just putting the plate. I always keep the plate for mixing the color or anything. That one is help. And just little bit because we don't need too much water, not too much paint, and just going on top. And you see, I'm just putting on top, and then because it's already I add the water first, and then putting the paint on top. And this one is just like not too much. This is already is water on my plate, on my leaf, and I'm just a little bit dropping the paint to cover the surface of the leaf. and little bit. Can you see this spreading automatically because it's already water on the leaf as well? And now this one is going all the way there. This one is already water helping me to spread the color as well. Because what I have the art exactly like that. It's like somebody spreading the color. Hello, how are you? And just go like that. Just dropping the paint on the leaf. Not too much, little bit at a time. It is like just dripping the wood paint. Not too much, less little bit at a time we building. I'm drawing the leaf art and I'm using a brush of color and which one they're giving a much better result and just dropping it. Just put the water on the first on the leaf and just dropping the paint. That paint spreading automatically on the leaf. You don't need to fill the color, just dropping the paint. That's it. And then you can see they work it themselves. You see, it's very light color. We don't want too dark because this, which one I have. Thank you so much. But this art, I'm drawing it. Thank you for following me. And this one, and is have a loss of color, light pink, very dark color, green. It's like a combination of the color. So I'm just spreading the red, not too much. And because it's water, the spreading, the water make them very spread everywhere equally. And you can see that they look quite nice already, the color, because we don't want too strong color. And you can see just dropping the color on the water, first to the water, then add the color on top. Thank you. And then you can see they all smudge. And you see, it's not too much color, but it's spreading quite nicely, equally everywhere. And now just we have to wait for few minutes, then we start adding the another one. Don't work it straight away because it's quite wet. And that one is no good idea because it's wet. If it's quite wet, if you're adding more color, they mix together, they don't give us as detail. So that's the reason we have to wait for a little while until get a little bit dry out. Then we start adding the more detail. Thank you. Thank you for liking it. Now we're doing this leaf again. Before I'll do it, I'll go clear water. Not, yes, I'm speaking English. Do you think I'm speaking different language? And now again, I take the water in my brush. Thank you. Thank you for liking it. And go again. Water. No anything else. Just water. And just put on the first on the leaf. Not too much water, but that much water enough to cover the surface of the leaf. And just a little bit. You have to make sure cover your whole leaf. Because this art, you don't need to do everything one go. You have to do one at a time. And just I'm putting the everywhere water first. Only water, no any color, just water. This water is spreading everywhere and they're creating the nice details. You can see I'm just adding the water. Make sure my leaf cover completely with the water before I add any another thing on top. And now I can get my brush and always keep the any dirty towel. And we already have this color and hold this one and make sure no water dripping on there. Make sure, yeah, and then go like that. Because it's already water there, the water spreading, the color spreading equally everywhere. Just little bit, not little bit at a time. And that one is giving you much better result as well. And let's go. Make sure your leaf have enough Oh, you don't speak English. Which language you speak? And go like that. Make sure not too strong color. We want light color to cover the surface of the leaf. And that one is covering the your surface of the leaf. We're not adding a detail until that one's dried because it's quite wet, the leaf quite wet. If I put too much color, they smudge. I don't want to get smudge. I want to be look equally if spread, and just go like that. If you think it's gone dry, again get a little bit water, but make sure it's the same color. If you think, get a little bit water, not too much water, little bit water, because we want you to cover the color on the surface. And can you see, I'm just dripping it and it's spreading automatically, covering the my leaf. And go like that. Take your time. Take your time when you draw them. Do not rush, because it's a water base, it's a brush of color, and it's a water based color. So you need to be make sure you have to control how much you put the water, not too much water, little water at a time, and just spread it all the way there. And now I'm going back that leaf and adding the little bit more detail. Maybe they have some point, and make sure it just go like that. Can you see that? Not too much. Make little bit at a time, because need to show the details. Or you can, it's lots of English classes available in UK, and it's a free if you want to go in any community center. They help them to learn the English. I did learn from there as well. And now we adding the details. And always look at your details. Details important when you draw them. The details show you what you're creating it. And can you see, I'm just adding the details. Take your time, do not rush, because you're creating something amazing. So you need to take your time. And go like that. Can you see? I'm just adding a tiny detail, not too much. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining me. And go like that. And make sure not too much paint on your brush. And go like that. And always look at your details. Details matter when you draw them. And I'm just trying to capturing the detail. It's like showing the look at very closely. When you zoom in, if you go any digital or draw capture on the phone or anything, you can zoom in, then you can see the more detail clearly. And go like that. And this one is actually, if you see the leaf closely, because I'm looking at very closely leaf, then I can see the more details inside. Always don't hesitate. Sometimes try to experiment for different media. The different media giving a different result. And that's it. Can you see? I'm just adding the detail. Detail is important. More you add the detail, then will stand out what you're creating it. Is always know how to draw. Drawing is important. When if you love art, then you know what you have to, which media you have to use, how do you use. That one is matter. I'm going this side because this side I think is dry. And now adding the details. More you tiny, tiny details is matter when you draw them. And I'm not, you can see, I'm not using too much paint when I add the details. Tiny paint and adding the more details. And I'm starting from the top and then come down. More you add the detail, more you can get much more result. Because you can see if you close up look, you can detail it's like a circle, giving a more continuously line as well. That one is matter when you draw them. Tiny, tiny detail, you can create beautiful art. And make sure, look at your pictures, whatever you have, look at closely, then you can find so many details. Because I'm using a little bit dark, then it can stand out. You can see the more closely the details. Details is always useful to know. Because I like my old art, you can find lots of details. That one is my aim. Can add it as much as I can details, which one they stand out. And they take time, but you want to create as much as better art, then people can see it. They know what you're drawing. And you can see this, I'm just adding the details. The building up the details, then look more realistic, more look interesting. The shape details matter when you draw them. And tiny, make sure tiny, tiny detail you have to look at closely. And go in top again. And you can see this one look much better, look like more realistic, more interesting as well. Now we adding the another leaf. And this one is completely different type, different color. This one is very different type color, but they're going black on top and then going lighter and lighter and underneath. Like more you looking at your art, what how you want to create, they're giving you much better result. Now I'm doing another art. Look at closely how I'm adding the colors and everything. The colors is matter when you draw them. The more you add the color, more you looking at closely, the more you can get much better outcome as well. And I got brilliant red. Now I need to get the little bit, this one is a little bit pinkish color. Then I need to get the pinkish and mix them together. A little bit powder, not too much, little powder, and then combine together. It's like a 2 3 color combination. They're giving you much better outcome as well. And I'm just looking at how I can combine, because they have some black as well. So I need to add some black as well. But how I'm incorporating the black as well, that's important as well when I draw them. Always, because this one I'm using the brush color. The brush color giving you much strong pigment and strong looking art as well. That one we needed. And now before I'll do it, I go clear water in another tub. And first at the first I'll take the Just tap it and remove the as much as I can the pencil mark, because I don't need pencil mark to stand out, because I need to show my details, but I can still see the outline. That one is important for me as well. And just tapping it and just removing as much as I can the pencil mark and just tapping it slowly, slowly dabbing it. Not too much, just slowly, slowly. And make sure no any rubbish on the, and just take them out. And now I'll and just move the any rubbish there, but rubbish is not good when you draw them. And now using the water, only water. Before you do it, first we're covering with the surface with the water and go like that. Because put as much as it water to cover the surface, as I'm saying it all the time. Add the water first. I see the covering the whole surface with the water. And make sure the cover the leaf completely with the water. And thanks for whoever just joining me. I'm Shakira and I'm based in London, and we are drawing the leaf art. And make sure they cover your leaf properly with the water. And now I'm adding the detail. And this one is interesting. This one I'm adding a red and black, but adding the little bit more red because I need to little bit red and black combination, and it's going like that. Can you see? I'm just dabbing it and just throwing the paint a little bit at a time, and it's going like that. You can see that's all because it's already water on the surface. They're spreading it very equally. Yeah, it's going all the way there. And it's some going there. It's like the combination of the color is amazing, which have reference. And I'm just following my reference. More you follow the reference, more you can get much better result as well. And this one is going like that. And this one is all again dark. It's going to be very dark color on top and the light color going on the underneath. You keep building up the color because you need to be dark on the top. Don't worry, don't be scared. Take take your time. They will look nice, but they will, you need to be a little bit patient about this one. And now because I need to clean my brush very thoroughly. Thank you. Thank you for liking it. And now how to get the red. It's very light color. And now this one going, thank you. Thank you for liking it. Thank you. And now this one is going to be very red. And red going like that. You see this one, black and red. Thanks for liking it. If you like it, you can follow me. You can subscribe me and go like that. Can you see that? I'm adding it. It's like combined. Make sure they blend in together very well. And let's go like that. Can you see? Because it's a leaf is going dark in top and light and underneath. And make sure always clean your brush because sometimes water left here is no good idea. And go like that. It is going all the way down there. And clean your brush all the time. and go all the way there. And you see, it's actually is have my this one is actually my art, my reference look like that. And I want to capture that reference on my this art and going all the way there. And you see this going darker color. Thank you. Thank you for following me. Yes, thank you. Appreciate your help. And go. Make sure the edges look clean and dry. And see this one look much what I wanted. It look coming out much nicer. Because this one is actually is look like that. It's quite look amazing how they coming up combination of the colors and the how overlapping the dark and light. Now I'm now doing another one. That one is going to be much lighter. Before you do that, make sure that one is not touching each other, because if you touch each other, chances are this smudge. We don't want to be smudged. We want to be look separately, but look much nicer in control. Now we're getting another one and another one. Cover with the water. First cover with the water, then we start adding the details. Thank you so much for liking it. Thank you. If you think it's good enough, so you can follow me, you can subscribe me. And now going all the way there, make sure put the water is enough water to cover the surface. We don't want to be too much water, not too less water, because we adding the paint on top. Then you can see the details, do the edges like that. Make sure you come in next to the another leaf, little bit less water, because you don't want too much water, otherwise another color spreading other side. And this one is going all the way there. And see, this one is like, make sure the surface is wet, not dry. If it's dry, then you can't see the result, because you want to see the result how it's spreading the color. Make sure go the edges. The edges is important when you draw them. I'm just covering the surface. This one is like all the way. So water going, take another, make sure it's not dry. If it's dry, the chances are you can't see the result, because you want to be spread the color. I want to make sure they cover my surface. Now I'll get my brush and first doing the little bit dark color and then doing another color on top first. And this one is going in top little bit, not too much. And see, just tabbing, just pushing it this little bit paint on top. Like it's going spreading automatically because it's already wet paint, wet leaf on top. And go like that. Make sure this one is a little bit darker as well, not too light, because need to be look a little bit dark, not too light. And take your time. Do not do an experiment, just a water and little bit watercolor on top. And now adding the lighter color. A lighter color I'm using combining with the red. Very lighter one. And just get the water. And going like that. Just a little bit color. Then you can see that because it's already wet leaf and adding the color on top, they're giving a much better, good result as well. Because this one is quite lots of different combination of the color. And make sure your brush is dry underneath, because if any paint underneath, they create dripping the water, which one you don't need it. And you can see this one is going all the way there. And do little bit at a time. Don't rush, do not rush. Because when we're doing one at a time, we're not doing all in one go. Because if we do one and go because the other side is dry, then you're putting the paint, then it doesn't giving you that effect which one you wanted. And just going all the way there. It's going lighter, lighter, lighter. Which one we wanted. See, this one is going slowly. Little bit paint at a time. And go like that. Can you see that? And that's it. We don't want to let them dry. Then we're using another one. And just make sure the edges is clean as well when you draw them. And now we coming back and adding the details here, which one we wanted. And for this one, we're going a little bit, make sure as the look a little bit red, and now adding the details. And always start from the top and then coming down. Take your time, do not rush. We need to create the better art. And go all the way like that. Then it is showing the leaves. And again, same thing we're doing here on the top leaf as we did earlier. The shape is matter when you draw them. More you show the shape and details, then you stand out what you creating it. Not too much detail, little details. Look like I use a leaf. Now you can't see it because it's blending it, but it's still a little bit showing it is a leaf there. And always look at your reference. More you look at your reference, more you know what you're creating it. And make sure not too much paint on your brush. It's a slow art, but they're giving you much better, strong uh, details. And always looking at your details. Details matter when you draw them. Can you see? This one is like tiny, tiny details matter when you draw them. Shape is matter when you draw them. And it's just like slowly, slowly building up the leaf. Slowly you're adding the details on top. Can you see this leaf is going all the way underneath? Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, Kia. How are you? Long time. And I'm drawing as you see before. Last time you seen I drawing the leaf and I'm adding the color and detail on top to get looking at much more interesting. And now adding the detail on top. Oh, tell me, it's very hot. It's very, very hot. You don't feel like to go outside. It's very hot. And now this one, adding the detail. Make sure brush got no water left underneath, because what's happening if it's dripping on your art is not good to draw. And going all the way there, like that. It's tiny details that is matter as well when you draw them. More you show the tiny details, more you can give a much better result. Because you can see I'm using a different color or different leaf. Thank you, Kia, for reposting. Thank you. And I had a fantastic time in Chelsea, as I mentioned you last time. Now come back to normal, to coming live and meeting my lovely followers and showing. I had a lots of images, lots of new flower images as well. And now this one, and this got details. As I say, tiny, tiny details is matter when you draw them. More you add the detail, more you can get much better outcome as well. And I know they do weeks preparation for the Chelsea. It's very, very tiring. It's not easy, Chelsea, but they go amazing. I'll show you the amazing flower collection. So much to see, Chelsea. And I'm lucky enough to see Charles. I see the David Beckham. Lucky enough to see lots of celebrities as well. And go like that. Make sure details is important when you draw them. More you and go like that, because they all flower have this curved shape coming. Which one I want to keep it on my art. And always look at details. Tiny details matter when you draw them. More you draw them, more you can get much better outcome as well. And always look at your brush. No any water, no hanging. Sometimes. And go like that. Can you see that? I'm just adding the details. The leaf is a details. That one look stand out your art. And you see this one shape. The shape is matter. More you draw them, more you look at your details, more you can get much better outcome as well. And go like that. This is tiny, tiny details. More you add the tiny details, more you look interesting, because you're creating something look amazing, because you're spending hours to drawing it. Do you want to be look your art much nicer? Yes, they are. They have a this one I took it from the Chelsea Flower Show. This leaf they have a dark red. It's a combination of color of the leaves, and they look amazing. And I just trying to capturing these details. More you add the detail, more you can get much better outcome. And just adding the water, deliberately doing the faded effect on your art. See, just fade it. More you do it, fade it effect, more you look realistic. Because I'm just little bit details, only tiny details is matter when you draw them. Because I can see some places it's just like not too much, little bit details. I'm adding it, building up the details. This is like some places dark, some places light. This combination is, and take your time. Do not rush when you adding the detail. Look at your art closely, what you're missing out, what you have to add them. Every tiny details is matter when you draw them. And sometimes adding the water, that's giving you much better outcome as well. Thank you, Kia. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you. And go like that. See, that's it. No, not too much. That's it. Now we're adding the another leaf, and that one is going to be lighter. And before you do that, always, as I say, just dab it. Dab it to remove the pencil mark because we don't want to see pencil mark behind your art. That one is no good idea. It's not ideal to do it. And just closely and get the your towel or anything and just dust it off. Before you do that, what I say, add the water. Add the water on the leaf and then we adding the color on top. It's only clean water, no any paint on because you have to keep two cup, one water, one with the paint. We're washing up. Do just like that. See this? Add the water. Thank you, Kia. Thank you so much. And just like that. You see, just add only water, no anything else. We're just adding the water on top. And that way we're building up the layers. And it's like first to the outline, make sure the leaf is fully covered with the pen